stream?
It's already started.
Well, it's already started, but it's almost started soon. So.
Well, you said
I think
that
he's gonna.
if we need it, I can do that. Camden should be here.
Sick. How you liking commentating?
Well, that's good. That's good. Landon wanted me to do his bigger events, so I had to probably do. So I wanted to get into a couple more because it is larger event.
That's fair. I still need to figure out if I'm actually going to go to Fort Wayne or not. I'm already signed up for it, but like the same day as like the viewing party day. So viewing party for Manchester. Viewing party what? For Esports. Wait, it's a day when like players bring family and shit over.
Oh.
And watch their matches, but like admin's gonna be here. So since admin's gonna be here, then that means that we have to like we should bring a lot of people so we can show, hey, we need a bigger space. Because we do.
Yeah.
So I want to see if Garrett's gonna walk me. I mean, he obviously will. Let's see if Landon actually needs me for Portland. If he needs me for Portland, I'll go for I haven't actually properly competed in a while either.
I mean, this isn't not properly competing. You're just not playing. You're just not playing the best of things.
Well, I meant like competing in a solo format.
Yeah.
I don't see True Battles as competing, personally.
Sure.
Yeah. It's probably just a perspective that since I'm not since I'm traditionally a solo player. Do you know who's on our B team?
I know most.
So it's just AJ, which I know you know. It's Alex, who Alex should know.
Yes,
Alex.
I know Alex all the time.
Who else? It's Aiden, who is Pitt. Spencer, who is Luigi, and then Corbin, who is Avery. Yeah, so overall, really consistent team with Luigi. I mean, Luigi's like consistently inconsistent, right?
Yes.
Just because like bad disadvantage, but Luigi.
You got a touch. Gotta get the one touches off.
It was weird because like since he plays with all of us, and we have like Terry, or we had Terry, we had Min and shit. He's made his neutral really consistent. So it's weird. he's good.
Playing as Min sucks.
What?
So playing as Min sucks.
Yeah. That was one of our players last year. Probably the most annoying player I ever played in bracket. Going to commentate the game after this too, or
no? They got somebody else to do that.
I think August and Allie are. Did you know when our Goober's going to be here?
When our what?
Goober, our
Camden. He should be here in like 5 minutes. Or he should be here in a couple minutes. He can't like coding meeting.
about to go into the arena, we could probably just do intros and shit. Hello, Manchester University. Wait, are we live?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Manchester University. Welcome back to the, I think, third? Is it third? Yeah, the third week of GLEC. NACE. Excuse me. The third week of NACE Star League at Manchester University. I'm Matthew, also known as Grimbo.
I am TJ.
And looks like we're going to be...
Starting here very, very soon.
Yep. Oh, and there you are.
Yep. I had a meeting I had to go to.
Yeah, we're going to start here soon, so... Or we are started, but...
I was say the stream's already running, so you're all good.
Yep. Cool.
But
But we are starting off with our B team match here at 7 o'clock, which I'm really excited about because obviously I love watching our B team compete.
Yeah.
They're really good really good group of players, and they have some good competition too.
Yeah.
Good competition. So it should be some really good games we see.
Yeah. I'm definitely excited for a lot of the games we're about to see. I think we're just waiting for some communication for the other team, hopping into the arena code, and then we should be started almost right away.
Yep. Do you mind telling me what the name of the other school is over there?
George Mason.
George Mason. Oh, I know George Mason. Okay. Yeah, George Mason is actually a team that we fought at Riptide. They're a team that Varsity team is going to be playing, I think next week, maybe the week after that. I'm not too sure. But that is also a really good team. They're in the Super Conference, so this should be a really fun game between the two teams.
Should be some exhilarating games.
Are you going to be here for both games tonight?
No, I'm only commentating the first one, and then they're having two different people commentate the varsity games. Well, obviously, Grimbo isn't commentating because
I'm playing in the next game, so. But I do know their other team has a Falcon, they have a NES, they have a Greninja, a Mario, and I think a fifth player. So it looks like, are they starting right now?
I think we are.
I guess they're starting right
We
now.
are in it. I think we're getting a little bit of a controller connectivity here, just making sure everything's firing
No,
up.
they're playing.
We're
This
going
is
into it.
gameplay. Okay. Well, this is of course their Falcon player. I know their Falcon player is, I think, their captain. He's a 62% win rate Falcon, so really good player.
Yeah. We're starting off with AJ with the Palutena. Very good pick into this matchup. Back air controls a lot of space in this matchup. Obviously, Falcon not having a lot of disjointed hitboxes. That back air does do a lot for this matchup.
Of course. And furthermore, I think a lot of what's going to happen here is kind of going to be determined on can Falcon get into his burst range and play with that? An unfortunate SD from AJ right there. But and furthermore, if Falcon loses neutral, edge guards are going to be a huge part of how Poly's going to get a lot of stocks here. Because obviously Nair goes straight through his up B, back air, intangible, like really strong hitbox. So we're just going to have to see. Looking for an inversion to the combo, trying to get a spike potentially.
Looking for another opening here, trying to control that ledge space here, going for another edge guard. A little bit late on the 2-frame, trying to catch a jump recovery. Good neutral air to pop him off the platform, really trying to control that space. Great back air that
That's
neutral
definitely
be
catching
well
the
enough.
jump. Oh, but he does have enough vertical
Does have
momentum.
enough.
Falcon just trying to look to get some kind of advantage state. Falcon being one of those characters that is known for having a really impressive advantage state.
That up B out of shield, very, very devastating too. It is a command grab, very weird and interesting interaction with that move.
Yeah, right now AJ has just not been able to get out of disadvantage here. He's going to get caught by the down
Down
tilt.
tilt, sending it such a bad angle, ends up with the kill. Trying to find another opening here. Forward throwing him off stairs. Trying to keep him at the ledge here. Great back air connection for the kill. Trying to get back into it here. Trying to find maybe another neutral air connection to reset a combo or restart neutral here.
That's going to be a huge grab from Falcon. Looking to try to follow it up. Not going to be able to get much more than 21, but right now, I mean, he is just very oppressive right now.
Trying to DI those throws really, really well. Trying to keep him off of the platforms for the combos. Great neutral air string there.
Yeah, we're going to miss the RAR for that back air at the end, but I mean, right there, he has full advantage. Gets the
good
footstool.
Ooh,
Not going to be able
almost.
to get the punish.
Almost enough to knock him off the stage. Not enough for the stock though. Controlling that space a little bit with the explosive flame there. Great up air off the down throw. Reading that great DI off of that down throw. Such a great angle on that down throw. Really trying to get another conversion off of here. Trying to get another early kill so we can kind of reset into another stock. Trying to get back into it.
Now, something we did notice right there was I really like something that AJ did. He did half a combo and tried to reset and look for a harder punish from it. Overall, that is a really good thing to do, especially when we're in this kind of a situation. Because at this point, you want to be able to find this last stock, and those are the kinds of plays you need to make.
Again, fishing for that back air, trying to find another connection with it. Again, that disjoint on the dash attack and the back air, or the intangibility on the back air and the dash attack, really kind of carrying the matchup here. Trying to find another catch. Falcon 160.
He used his double jump trying to get a unique recovery.
Trying to get another read off of that. No punish.
Falcon at 160, just about everything kills, but that down tilt is going to kill.
Such a deadly angle.
Deadly angle. I think something to note in that match is that AJ was doing a lot of ledge drop jumps from ledge, using his double jump and kind of losing a lot of resources that way. I think instead we need to kind of be looking for more traditional options off of the ledge. Since that Falcon down tilt is a really good move, so like being able to get
that down tilt, such a great poke, especially in that sort of a matchup. Since it's such an odd angle, Palutena obviously having a semi-linear recovery, you know, you're kind of forced to play around some angles, but you also have to get in as well. So it is a very difficult matchup, but we'll be going into our next game here. I believe we're going into our Luigi. We are going to be going for those one-touch combos, trying to get another lead back here. So we'll see what we can do.
Now, I did play a little bit with Luigi Spencer just before this game, too, with my Falcon. Although I'm not going to say my Falcon's anywhere probably close to this Falcon, but I do know that this Luigi does like this matchup. It is a matchup where Falcon kind of has to play aggressive. He has to kind of go in, and that's really good for Luigi because if they play aggressive, if they have to go in, they're putting himself in grab range. And furthermore, you know, he can be grabbed out of Raptor Boost. He can be grabbed out of Falcon Kick, and those moves, although really good burst options, they're kind of just that. They're just burst options.
They do lose to a disjointed grab.
Yes.
So Luigi's obviously new grab does help a lot with that disjoint on the grab. You know, we love the Phantom Pack that Luigi has. We're going to try to see if we can get a one-touch combo here, see what we can do for this game number 2.
Even if he does not get the one-touch, I know Luigi's there as a ledge trap option. It's really hard for Falcon to deal with since his recovery does require him to have to go out from ledge just a little bit. Luigi kind of looking for a reversal on that fair. And right there, I mean...
Trying to go up, great random footstool.
Zero deaths himself, honestly. I think he was
good connection here on the down throw. Trying to see what we can do with it. Great 42% there, 65.
Right there, he's going to get a down air knee, but he is
very deadly.
Living.
Going low against the Falcon, not trying to fight him too much at ledge.
I don't really like the DI in on that down throw, but he is going to remain unpunished. I cannot believe that Falcon up smash did not connect. I've seen that move work for even less.
Great poke with the down B there. Does Tornado enough?
That's not it. Okay, right there. Now Luigi having to find a way to land. He's going to get his way back.
Tornado with intangibility clashed. You get the clank there. Again, looking for another recovery onto stage. I don't know if the forward throw is going to be enough. It will not. Again, trying to find another way back on stage, still having the double jump.
Yeah, but right here, like we're using this double jump from ledge option way too much, and this Falcon is loving to punish it.
Yeah.
Right there.
Good up smash out of shield.
Yep, and there's the Zaire dash attack.
We'll say trying to control the space. Good
right
down
here,
tilt.
I mean, this down tilt kind of being hard to deal with, and right there,
good
dash
F smash.
smash.
Very, very good.
Now, even though this Falcon did get 4 stocks, I do know that this player is, from what I recall, their highest win rate player at 62%, which is, I mean, that's not a small win percent.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I'm not even at 60% win rate, truthfully. So
above 50 is definitely nothing to scoff at. So I think going into our second matchup here, we're really going to have to see what we're going to do with the stage counter pick. I doubt we're going to get another platform stage. We might see an FD pick there from them. But playing against Luigi, again, he does have a little bit of struggle in the neutral, so they might play more of a neutral-heavy stage, something like a PS2.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised by either of those picks.
The struggle with PS2 as well is if Luigi were to get a misfire off stage, there is a risk of him going underneath PS2, and then again, if he doesn't have his double jump, then
he just hits the top of the ceiling and then can't go anywhere. Unfortunately, PS2 having that weird ledge arc where it kind of has a nice slope to it and then just cuts off, and then it becomes a wall.
Yeah, it just you pineapple so much on that stage. And it looks like we're going to be going into our next match. Who are they counterpicking? Mario. The Mario Brothers.
We are going into the Mario Brothers here, trying to see what we can do with, again, another very combo-heavy character.
Ooh, but they went to Battlefield.
Going for Battlefield, they are trying to fish for platform combos then. I guess they're going for the mentality of not really worrying so much about what the Luigi can do, but more worried about what they can do with the platforms. Mario, again, having those great up air strings on platforms. Very, very scary. Ooh, good 52% off the start. 69%. Following it up with the dash attack. Trying to find another connection here. Great.
I like the use of mashing Nair there.
Let's say great Nair. Great Nair to break the combo there. Decent dash attack. Trying to control the space here with that Zair.
Yeah, but right here,
the up air string.
I mean, this is part of the reason why you don't ever want to go to Battlefield, but he doesn't really get further, like a further combo off of it.
Trying to control the space with the back air, not really wanting to give him another opening. Great up smash for the kill.
Why do all the Mario characters have insane up smashes? Like every single one of them.
Up smash out of shield is a great option for almost every Mario brother.
Right here. I like the use of holding your shield there, waiting for him to kind of commit to something, even though Mario has a lot of safe.
Ooh, there we go. Great connection on the. Ooh, he DI'd the down throw away. Does miss the down air. Trying to find another connection here. Going for great Nair there.
This shield pressure is actually insane from Luigi right here. He's doing it in a way that makes it really hard for Mario to
trying to
punish.
avoid that flood. Flood obviously very devastating, especially with Luigi having a straight up recovery. If he gets clipped by that at all while he's using his up B, he will most likely miss the ledge. Ooh, almost connection with the down B.
Something else to note here is that this Mario is constantly going for the cape ledge trump situation, and I think with that in mind, Spencer has correctly mashed ledge options every single time, which is really important because that is how you kind of counter that option. But like right here,
trying to break out of those up air strings, not really wanting to.
And he air dodges, which is going to get him the kill.
The
like
F
right
smash
there,
does do it.
I mean, Battlefield is never really a stage you want to take from Mario ever, just because
those
he can
platform combos so devastating with that up air string. Him controlling all the space and then getting early kills off the top, especially off the top platform with up B into up B or up air into up B strings. So deadly. I think we did unfortunately not have a great stage matchup there.
Yep.
But we're going to be going in against a Mario here. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a shootout here.
I don't know. It's interesting because I don't really know the correct answer for a Mario. Normally, the answer for Mario is send in Distroids, which we do have a pit for. We have both Pit and Joker. Yeah. I personally would think that Pit is better in this scenario, just because it's a bit more consistent of an option.
Yeah, and he does have the down B, which can help block Fireball off stage just a little bit, help reflect that off of him, so he's not kind of stuffed out of a jump or anything like that.
Of course. And also, not only that, I know Pit Nair, if he runs off Nairs while Mario's up being, that is going to trade and semi-spike Mario, which that can end off stock super early. Furthermore, Mario does, even though Mario has really safe buttons, he does kind of need that interaction of, like, I'm going to mash on your shield and then, like do adversions to the mash in order to find openings in your in your moves.
It's very
Pit doesn't really have
No.
those kind of abilities. Again, he's disjointed, which is going to
Yeah.
it's going to make it harder for Mario to interact. He has a projectile, so he can match the fireballs. Even more, Pit has a get off me tool. A frame, was it 4 nair?
I believe it is frame 5 or 4 nair.
It's an obscenely fast nair, which is really hard for Mario to deal with.
Yeah, especially with him being such a reliant character on shield pressure. That nair is really a great get off me tool, and especially at early percents does lead into a little bit of a string where you can follow it up with a secondary nair or a forward air, which does lead to early percent combos.
And it looks like we actually are sending in. Oh no, then we are actually sending in a Ryu.
We are
here.
sending in the Shoto.
So-
I did predict it a little bit earlier. Shotos do have a decent matchup against Mario just because they have good out of shield options for all the shield pressure that Mario likes to do, as well as having more damaging interactions, especially if they're fighting in the neutral. Something like a Ryu can Terry forward air does beat out like a Mario back air, which can trade with them and get them in an advantage state that is always better than Mario's.
Right. One thing I would be a little concerned about is our use of focus in this matchup, because obviously Mario can catch your focus with a down air, and that's not an uncommon thing for Mario to do, to end combos shorter and go for down airs.
Still also trying to find an opening in this matchup. We are going to go into it. Again, Shokuratsu does beat out Fireball, trying to find an early focus attack there, really trying to go in, controlling space with the Hadoken, not really wanting to fight out that shield pressure. And just like I said, that shield pressure on there, those down tilts so punishing for characters who are so reliant on shield pressure. That down tilt on shield so punishing in this matchup, really trying to use that to our advantage here.
Furthermore, with these down tilts, unlike Ken's, which are a bit shorter range, Ryu is known for having a bit more range in all of his moves.
And the Tatsumaki will be enough.
So yeah, since he has this more range, he's just able to kind of contest Mario a lot more with these like semi-disjointed moves as well.
Great roll away.
Ooh, that has to be a misinput.
I believe that was a
That must have been
misinput.
Shakunet, right? Shakunetsu?
Yeah, I believe that was Shokuratsu Hadoken, not really wanting to play in this flood recovery. Great job utilizing that space down below the stage.
Nice weight on the recovery. However, he's going to catch the roll with up smash.
We are resetting the neutral here. Great up tilt connection. Trying to find another opening here.
Almost try to get a nair down tilt onto the platform. Not going to be able to find it.
Trying to find another opening here.
Trying to do double back air into fair. That is a very common option for Mario to do if you don't press a get away option.
Fade back forward air. Fade back forward smash. Ooh, great back air connection. Trying to find maybe another kill off stage here. Ooh, up to
But
enough. That should be enough for the Shoryuken.
With the Shoryu. And right there, very well played from Corbin right there, able to kind of get back a little bit more tempo in the favor of Manchester. However, we are still down, and George Mason is going to have counter pick advantage.
Yeah, they will have stage counter pick advantage as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe I'd be surprised to maybe see more of a platform-heavy stage here, especially trying to avoid, those Shotos, a little bit of a smaller hitboxes. I wouldn't be surprised to see more platform-heavy stage, something like a Town and City or a Smashville.
I feel like, honestly, what would be really good here is a Greninja.
Yeah.
Because Greninja, actually, I believe, likes Kalos and FD a bit more than Shotos. And I know Ryu is kind of a bit more aversion. He, unlike Ken and Terry, he does like those platforms a lot because he has Shokunet stuff on platforms.
Yeah.
Being able to kind of follow that up with back airs, being able to follow that up with good shield pressure, pokes for up tilts from below. Greninja is going to kind of be able to stuff that out.
Yeah.
But furthermore, if he goes to an FD, you're taking Greninja to FD.
Yeah, you
Greninja
have
is
to play around the Shuriken.
probably one of the best characters on FD.
Got to play around the Shuriken.
Disregarding Luigi Kazuya.
Yeah.
So,
Shuriken controls so much space in that matchup. You definitely have to play around it, especially with all of the shield pressure with things like back air. Obviously being a triple hit move. Will trying to probably find connections with that. However, Ryu does have not bad out of shield options, which wouldn't be horrible in this matchup. They might possibly send in the Greninja, but there are a lot of picks they could go with. Here.
Yeah, absolutely. They also have a Ness who I know it's okay into Shoto's, obviously a little light, but you know, having a Ness is an option. There's still Greninja. I'm trying to think of what the last player was.
We are getting a stage pick here. We are getting a pick of PS2. They
Yeah,
are
it is
sending
gonna
in the
be
NACE.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, good lord. But Ness does have a lot of multi-hits.
Yeah.
So I guess they might be trying to look to fight against Focus in that sense.
Trying to break the focus attack with all of the multi-hits here. Maybe trying to use the Psy Reflector a little bit more in this matchup. Maybe trying to find some decent heal and decent anti-projectile options with the Psy Reflector. Really not wanting to take that projectile. Ooh, almost enough.
I actually really like that Shoryu option there. Even though it did not combo, he actually was able to escape onto the platform, which is not the best area for Ness to hit. He does have fair and up air, but in general, it's kind of
say again, really trying to
middle.
Yeah, again, really trying to force him out with that Psy Reflector. You know, obviously he's not wanting to get hit by that projectile, but we are also wanting to control the space.
That much. That healed 14.
Yeah, it heals a lot. I believe Shokuratsu is almost 20% off of the down B.
Yeah, right here. These are side magnet loops, and that's going to be a down air.
Side magnet. Ugh. Again, really trying to control the space with the Hadoken, but also trying not to give him too many options here.
Yeah, right here. We're trying to look for a ledge trap here onto the Ness.
Great back air connection in the neutral there. Trying to force him off stage again. Obviously, Ness having a semi-linear recovery with the jump. If you can force out the double jump, you do have a great option into the recovery. Shoryuken out of shield is enough.
Yeah, right here. I mean, at these low percents, Ness is definitely going to be looking for a lot of Nair stuff.
Yeah, looking through the PK Fire, looking for a down throw combo. Obviously, down throw forward air. Obviously, you know.
I like the use of the Destroy on heavy up tilt right there. Yeah. Really important. It does a lot of damage, and it does lead into something else. Although not a huge.
Trying to fish for those down tilts at a shield on the shield pressure. Not really wanting to get caught by anything.
He's going to shield out of it and use the Hado to
great Hadoken to clash. I'll just say great Hadoken to clash with the PK Thunder there. Really trying to find another opening here.
But right now, I mean, this is it's kind of a scary situation for Ryu to be in, especially when Ness also has options like Yo-Yo off stage if he were to get him off stage, like right here.
Oh, it doesn't go for the Yo-Yo, goes for the PK
Thunder into PK Flash.
Goes for the PK Thunder, goes for PK Flash. Oh, is that enough?
There, that's going to be a roundhouse. Not going to kill, but Ness is still off stage. He's going to get ledge trapped here. He goes for a dash
attack on ledge, trying to catch a jump or a neutral get up.
Maybe that was like a dash down tilt, but that maybe was meant to be.
So maybe?
Right there, side magnet into back air.
Side magnet into back air is enough. We are going to be going into our final game here. We will have Ness up.
Yeah, potential final.
We'll be going into our final character.
Yeah, our final character right here.
We'll be going into our final character. Trying to see what we'll do for a Ness counter pick. Obviously,
we have Joker and Pit left.
Obviously, I think Joker would be a little bit better of a matchup. Ness does have a decent Pit matchup, especially being able to clash with the arrows with Side Magnet, and also having more multi-hit moves and Nair, which is also a great option of shield for him in this matchup as well. You know, obviously Ness has some disjoints on things like his back air and his forward air, but I guarantee we might send in the Joker here. Joker does have a little bit of a better matchup, especially with the R sent out. Does have that reflector and counter.
It actually looks like we're sending in Caden, who is our Pit player right here. Now, I don't disagree with the Pit option either. Pit has a lot larger disjoints, and furthermore, I do think that Pit overall, if anyone can combat, you know, Ness's relatively stubby hitboxes, it's probably going to be a character like Pit, who has very big disjoints, very big combo game.
We are going with the traditional Pit here. Obviously, going for the traditional Pit, trying to go into maybe some arrow hits off stage, trying to fish out that recovery. Obviously, Ness having to hit the up B in his recovery. If you can stuff him out with arrows, that matchup becomes rough.
Yeah,
Especially,
absolutely.
Say it's a similar matchup to almost Palutena, where if Palutena can force Ness to use his up B, then it's basically a free win for Palu.
Not only that, but I think also if Pit can't go down and reflect PK Thunder, he can also just go down and use his orbitals just to block the PK Thunder 2, which whenever Ness hits someone with PK Thunder 2, it actually shortens the distance it goes. So he can use that and then use the breaking frames to actually just commit immediately to an up B and then be able to recover that way.
We are going with the small. I believe we're going with the battlefield pick or the small battlefield pick.
I think either or are pretty good options into a Ness. Ness does have up air options, up air ladders, quote unquote. I don't really call them ladders, just up air.
But it is just up air. But yeah, we are going with the traditional battlefield here. Obviously, trying to control a little bit more of the space on those platforms. Obviously, Pit having better disjoints than that will be a little bit better of a matchup for him. As we can see, starting off with that arrow control, great forward air connection there. Trying to force him onto the platforms, maybe not trying to get as early of a percent here. Again, that neutral air, such a devastating move in this matchup, really using that disjoint to his advantage. Again, trying to find another opening here. Great reflection on the PK Fire.
Yeah, right here. I like his spacing right now. He is kind of trying to play from this burst range, which is a range that... Oh my god! That's that way?
Such an interesting interaction there. I believe that was a semi-missed reflector which shoved Ness towards the right, which pushed Pit into the other blast zone. Such a weird interaction that happens there.
I mean, right now, George Mason is just playing incredibly well across all their players, and it just seems really hard to kind of play around that as Manchester right now.
Yeah, Pit really trying to stay in this burst range, maybe trying to get more of an early kill. Great back air there, trying to find a connection here, maybe trying to stuff out the double jump. Great down air spike. That down air not having a very, very big spike hitbox at all. A great connection there. Really trying to force out maybe another player just to see if we can get in here. Trying to find another starting move, looking for that down tilt or that neutral air.
I like the fade back on that nair, making it really hard for Pit to convert off of it.
Up smash. Again, trying not to get hit by any options on the come up here. Really holding out for that.
Really interesting air dodge immediately. I'm actually surprised it worked out. But right now, Ness has been holding this ledge trap really well.
Yeah, really trying to keep him in range.
Yeah, right there, that's going to be a back air.
Will be enough. Again, trying to find another kill here. Trying to play off stage again. Trying to utilize that down smash for the 2-frame. A great disjoint there on that hitbox. Ooh, does he force Ness to use the recovery? He does, but he hits it up with the unfortunate...
Yeah, I think he needs to go for a fair right there rather than a down air. Being able to get that kill with the fair would have been much better.
Yeah, the unfortunate part about that down air is if you do miss the spike hitbox, it does send up.
And it's not a hard one to miss either. Like that, that is a hard spike hitbox to hit. And right here, he's looking to get what a crazy option from the Ness. Really good.
Going deep
kind of
there.
Frame tap right there.
Yeah, going deep, trying to find the connection, and that will be game number 1. We will be resetting here for another game. We will be leading off with stage selection. We do have stage selection for our first character. That can play in our favor a little bit. Obviously, it's dependent on what we send in for those matchups. Obviously, we know a little bit better of what we're going to be handling here. Obviously, the Ness seems to be a little bit of a problem for us. The character is playing very, very well, using those side magnet loops and the PK Fire to control a lot of that stage, going for great combos with the side magnet loops into forward air, back air, down air, off stage, which is leading to early kills.
Yeah, and I would like to also add on to that with saying that I think almost all of their players were playing well. That Falcon was playing very well. That Mario, although he wasn't doing like hyper optimized Mario combos, he was doing a lot of stuff where he gets advantage state and he kind of holds on to that advantage state with higher risk.
Say a lot of good neutral. Yeah, definitely a lot of good neutral here. Definitely a lot of good frame ledge trapping by them. Really kind of forcing us into a negative space on the ledge, not really giving us a lot of space to breathe, especially not letting us play neutral as much as we probably like to in some of these matchups, which I think we're going to be probably trying to counteract here, especially if they lead off with the Falcon again. I think we're going to try to stay away from those double jump ledge options, trying not to get beat out by them so much. Obviously, we were getting punished for that a lot in Game 1, which forces them to, obviously counteract our ledge options, and then once they hit us off stage, obviously we're then only left with recovery. So it becomes more of a linear option, which is easier to stuff out.
Of course. I'm really interested to see who George Mason actually leads with this time. I don't know who we're leading with, and it's going to be another double blind here. I'm kind of confident to see that we could see another AJ lead. I think although AJ did not play perfectly that first game, I think he was kind of picking it up towards the end. So I'm excited to see if he...
if they send him back in for the Falcon matchup, trying to see if they lead something similar, obviously. Obviously, we will know what lock-ins we have for the game. We are going to try to play around maybe a little bit. They might also... There's a possibility that they also lead the Mario, or they could also lead the player we have not seen yet.
Yep.
That would be a decent option from them, obviously,
Sephiroth.
Yeah.
That's the last character. Sephiroth.
Yeah, Sephiroth, obviously the character we haven't seen yet, would be not a horrible lead from them because he would be a fresh matchup, so it wouldn't be something
and
that we
thinking about it now, Sephiroth is actually a really good character into our entire team. It's really hard for shooters to kind of interact with a character like Sephiroth, who's very disjointed, can play very lane, can also ledge stall, which is really important as well. Looks like we actually going to be leading.
We are starting with Corbin. We are starting with the Ryu pick here. The Ryu obviously does have a stronger Mario matchup, as well as a stronger, as well as a little bit stronger of a Captain Falcon matchup. We're going to see what we can do. Obviously, I believe they could be leading someone else, but we are getting stage selection here, and we're going to see what we can do. Obviously, if we relatively see a Kalos pick, that would be pretty evident of a Greninja or Sephiroth, obviously.
Yep,
we are
PS2.
getting with a PS2 pick here.
So that could be anyone, truthfully.
Yeah. PS2, obviously, very generically good stage for a lot of characters. This could be pretty much any of their characters.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, this stage is known for, having smaller sides, a bit of a... bigger sides with a smaller top.
They are leading again with the Captain Falcon. Ryu does have a little bit better of a Captain Falcon matchup. Can control a little bit more of the space with the Hadoken. Obviously, Captain Falcon having more projectiles, obviously. You can win neutral with just those interactions. We will be going into it here. Corbin playing a little bit slower off of the start. Really wanted that Captain Falcon to approach. Going high there, avoiding the Captain Falcon at ledge. Ooh, great option there. Really trying to force out the shield. Good down smash into Hadoken. Great cancel there. Really good shield pressure here.
Really strong combos. Trying to catch the trip.
Almost in the focus attack.
I mean, like right here, Falcon has so much damage just from these small interactions where he's just not able to kind of interact with Ryu right here. That's going to be a spot dodge. Tatsu's not going to quite work.
Tatsu not enough. Oh, the super boost. Armor on the Raptor boost. Great avoiding on the up air, or on the up. He had a shield. Sure, you can anti-air him.
Ken sure he kills him.
I believe you missed the input on the Shoryuken.
Right there. I mean, that's
up smash.
Right,
that'll be enough.
Up smash.
That'll be enough. We're gonna go into another neutral reset here. Obviously, Ryu having a little bit stronger of neutral interaction against this character. You can see just right now controlling all of that space so well with the Shokuratsu Hadoken, really trying to not give Captain Falcon a lot of space to breathe, really going for those devastating down tilt combos, creating a lot of shield pressure, forcing him to have such a low shield for so much of his game.
Yeah, right here, that is going to be a Falcon kick
for the
from
burst
range, but right here, I mean, this is
Tatsu to go high again. Again, we are doing a much better job of avoiding the ledge. The down smash does miss.
Right here, this is a scary percent to be at if you're on ledge. But on the other hand, if you are in neutral, it's much harder for Falcon to find this kill. This is kind of like a arthritis situation where a lot of Falcon stuff just kind of stops killing except from ledge traps.
Yep.
Which we saw right there, the jab catching the neutral get up.
He did get his stuff out there on the...
Looking for the down air, trying to get something. He is holding onto this advantage state as hard as he can.
Great Tatsu. Great shield pressure there with the Shokuratsu Doken, really trying to find another opening here.
Right here, this Falcon, I feel like he's going for the...
Ooh, great fade back into the F smash. Reading an out of shield option. Great stuff there.
But yeah, like, I mean, right here, I think that had to have been a shotgun nets.
I was going to say, I believe...
That was also a shotgun nets.
That was a missed input. I believe we are fighting again here, really trying to find another opening. Great combo there, really utilizing that down tilt so well in this matchup.
That was really good. The reverse nair into up tilt right there was also really strong. Also a low recovery. This is going to be a regrab here.
Ooh, great Shokurats.
But right here, trying to get the ledge trap onto the Falcon, not going to be able to find it. Actually going to the ledge on
Great, there we go. Great job rolling from ledge, not giving him that that double jump option, like we said before. Using that ledge option, so much better. Great Shokurats, such a low shield. Ooh, misses the input on the Shoryuken.
It's going to shield poke right there, the Tatsu.
Again, both characters trying to find another opening. Great back air. Really going for the neutral air off stage.
Oh, that back air is definitely going to be it.
Will be enough.
However, with that being said, Falcon definitely not out of this yet. 120% Falcon with rage.
120% with the Tatsu
I say
input,
that, but
will
the
be
Tatsu
it.
is going to kill without a doubt. That's
Tatsu.
actually Manchester for the first time in a set taking a lead.
Manchester will be up 1 stock going into game number 2. We're going to see what they're going to put in for another matchup here. Obviously, them trying to only take 1 stock. Will they go with a hard counter pick for Ryu, or will they be playing for maybe a little bit of a longer game?
Right. Well, I do think that their NES played very confidently into them last time. I would not be surprised if we see a NES come in again, unless that NES is worried about Palutena. If that NES is worried about Palu, we could see a Sephiroth too.
Yeah, we could see a Sephiroth pick here. Obviously, Sephiroth having the you must respect me counter is a little bit difficult in the matchup. Is a great ledge option for him. Also, that up smash out of shields, or the up smash on ledge, so devastating. Again, forcing out recoveries high against the character, because if he goes on a stage, something like a battlefield, that down air does spike through the stage. Obviously, the Shoto's having linear recovery that will catch them out of Shoryuken, which will force a high recovery, which again, going high against Sephiroth is a little hard. Definitely. When big sword go
and like to kind of add on to that from a crew battle perspective, Sephiroth is really good because of One Winged Angel. For those of you guys who don't know, One Winged Angel is kind of an invisible meter that when Sephiroth is losing by a certain amount or is at a certain percent, he gets One Winged Angel, and the more he's losing by it in terms of stocks, the sooner he gets it. So in a crew battle setting, it can be really useful if you're playing Sephiroth, because you know, if you're on last stock and you're in a crew battle, and then you come out with, you know, you get One Winged at like 30.
Yes.
And like Sephiroth is light, he can lose it pretty fast, but on the contrary, like you can't kill a Sephiroth at 30 unless you're like, I don't know, Falco.
One Winged Angel does so much for the character. Obviously, they are going with the NES pick here. We are throwing in the NES pick here. Again, their NES did play very confidently into this matchup. We're going to see if we can get maybe 1 or 2 stocks here, trying to force the NES out to have a little bit of a disadvantage here. We will have a 1 stock lead going into this.
Yeah, and with that being said, you know, Ryu, although very capable of playing fairly safe, NES on the contrary can also play really safe to combat Ryu. So I'm really interested to see how this Nest wants to try to hold on to the stock if they want to try for high
Great approach
value
with the down
combos.
smash there. Say Corbin been fishing out those down smashes so well in a lot of these matches, really trying to avoid the Psy Reflector loops here, really trying to dodge that great shield on the PK Fire. Say playing that shield well.
Like right here,
the
so
loop
much damage.
is not enough.
Yeah, he is not able to cover that.
The air dodge low.
And that will be George Mason even to get it back up. However, with a Ness on the screen.
However, we do have now counter pick for us, which is a little bit good. We will have the stage and counter pick here, which will be good for us. I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe our Joker here. Obviously, we thought maybe we'd see a little bit of the pit. We did see the pit matchup not too bad. However, we will possibly also see the Palutena. Palutena having a great Ness matchup. Obviously, that back air and the dash attack doing so much, as well as having
like
a counter
frame
reflector.
One, here comes the Palutena.
Yeah, there it is. And of course, the Palutena pick. Obviously, her having counter and reflect on the same move forces out 90% of Ness's kit to where he has to now play around that option, which even just the threat of that option can change the game state here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, just having the ability to play as safe as you need and, like, not really needing to interact that much. I mean, when you have a safe, disjointed, intangible move, it's hard to say why not spam it.
Yeah.
Especially against a character that can't challenge it.
Yeah.
That's, as we talked about before, very stubby hitboxes. His projectiles are relatively high lag.
Yeah.
They only activate when they hit something. So if they don't hit anything, they're not a hitbox.
Yeah.
All you really need to do is like short hop over, and then you can run up dash grab, or you can just raw short hop back air. You can jump over and then there and try to catch a jump. And Paul can do that relatively safely too.
Also, I would say another thing is the fast fall nair in this matchup. Fast fall nair into a dash grab here, very very powerful for the character. Obviously, trying to force Ness off stage. Obviously, we do have auto reticle. Auto reticle obviously can stuff out a Ness jump or a Ness recovery, which almost makes the matchup impossible.
Right.
We will be going into it right now. We are evened up. It is 9-9. We are going to be going into this matchup. Palutena obviously does have a very good Ness matchup. The Town and City pick, which I was very, very, very not surprising here. Palutena having...
Something to note here, though, is Ness's yo-yo off ledge. That is one of the big things that Ness has in this matchup. That makes it really hard for Palu to kind of play the game, especially if it's a down smash, since it does send out as well.
Again, just trying to find a little bit of an opening here, really trying to find a nair connection. There's one. Trying to see how many strings we can get with this nair. Great down tilt there off stage. Again, utilizing that back air, trying to get the most value out of it that he can.
Yeah, right here. I mean, right now we're playing in the CQC situation, which I think is usually kind of better for Ness.
Ooh, great back air connection there off of the nair.
AJ getting a lot of value off of these CQC options and can get a lot more off of burst as well. That back air is actually going to kill.
Does do enough. Town and City obviously having a little bit smaller of blast zones on the sides, having that bigger top blast zone is good for both characters in that matchup because the back air does kill so early on both characters.
That was some insane movement right there from AJ. I just want to mention real quick.
Great back air connection there off of the down throw. Trying to force out an odd DI there.
Back throw, not going to be able to find it right here, but we were kind of mentioning what we
There we
what
go,
we were
great
calling
back air.
out as we were talking about this matchup. This Ness not really able to kind of contest a lot of what Palu does.
Yeah, especially we're seeing a lot less use of the projectiles in this matchup just because of how much value Reflector and as well as just jumping over it in this matchup gets Palutena. We've seen a very, very high lack of PK Fire compared to the past few games we've seen of this Ness. Again, really trying to control the space with that back air, not really wanting to find another opening here. Great auto reticle in neutral, trying to force out the projectile option. Again, nair out of shield, trying to catch another jump here.
What an insane pivot grab
Great
that was.
down throw. Great down throw into back air. Hasn't missed a conversion on that yet.
I want to say right now that this gameplay is very safe, and like right here, Ness is kind of swinging for these situations where he's in burst range, and you know since Palu's burst range is just longer, she's able to play further back, and Ness is just not really able to get much of anything off of it.
Yeah, really trying to find a back air connection here. Again, obviously playing very, very safe with that. Ooh, I imagine that was a tomahawk. Ooh, barely connects on that PK fire, not leading to a whole lot. Town City high blast zones, up smash does not kill.
Or like right here, I mean, you can't do that kind of PK thunder right
back
there.
throw be enough? It will. Town and City having small enough blast zones that that back throw will be enough. Again, trying to find another connection here. Ooh.
Right there's going to be an up smash on shield, doing so much shield damage. I think at that point, you need to realize that, hey, after the 5th or so hit on the yo-yo, you can just roll out of it.
Yeah. Great back air hit. Again, really just utilizing that back air and dash attack so well in this matchup. Really trying to force out a lot of stuff. Great. Another great back air there. Almost a 2-frame there with the down tilt.
Yeah, right here, like Ness is just really struggling to kind of get momentum back into this game. Even though, you know, Ness was able to get the up smash on the shield, you know, it's just like such a small thing just to be able to interact with Palu in the first place.
A great PK flash there at the ledge. Trying not to let Palu set up. A lot of defensive PK fires I've seen in this game. Really using that as not so much of a combo tool in this matchup, more of a please get off me tool.
Yeah, right here. I mean, like this
Great back
staying
air
in burst
here.
range,
So
waiting
really just
for
kinda
Ness to interact.
Really kind of just staying in the back air range. Trying to find another connection here.
Yeah, Ness
Oh, the
looking
back
for
air
that
will
back
be
air.
enough.
Is going to be able to find it. Another kill, what was that, at 90? Again?
Yeah.
I mean, a well played from Ness right there, realizing, hey, I need to go for something right here.
This Town and City blast zone so small. Trying to find another connection here. We will be down one stock here. I'm going to see what we're going to send in for the pick.
I really don't know what the correct option here is. I do think that Joker overall as a character is the best option.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, Joker doesn't really have a lot of matchups that he necessarily loses. I know Greninja Joker is a relatively hard matchup for Joker.
Yeah.
At least if I remember correctly, don't quote me on that. But I mean, you know, there's a lot of I think there's a lot of options that each of them feel not good for a different reason or another. Obviously, there's still a Sephiroth in the back.
Yeah.
There's still the Greninja in the back. There's still
They also still have
the
their,
Mario in
their
the back.
Mario as well.
Like all those matchups, although good in their own way, like they have different aspects of them that make them harder.
Yeah, different challenges to overcome in every single one. Obviously, you know, with the Nest only having one stock, we don't want to hard play into the Nest because we will have to play around a counter pick then, essentially, if we're just going to hard play into the Nest. We will have stage selection here, however. Will be a little bit better for us in a matchup knowledge. We are going with the Joker pick here. Joker obviously still being one of the very best characters in the game, still having so many tools to utilize. Aha, such a great special to control so much area on the stage. You have to respect it. That damage buildup over time is no joke.
And Gun, furthermore, kind of like doing a lot of similar things as Aha, except, you know, without the damage over time. You know, Joker has a lot of really good movement and like neutral just from that. Whereas Aha, you know, you could jump over it and then like look for a punish. Gun, there's really not an answer for it.
Gun is such a devastating tool. Jump down Gun obviously does catch Nest recovery pretty hard as well, but does also catch a lot of recoveries. Catches most recoveries.
It does catch most recoveries. I'm sure it also catches Sephiroth recovery, catches Mario recovery.
It does.
Now that I think about it, Joker really is a strong option into all of these recoveries.
Yeah.
The caveat, of course, yet again, being Greninja. which is a much harder character to deal with.
Yeah. Obviously, him having a little bit stronger recovery gun, not doing as much as that matchup because he can, change the angle so much in that recovery and one recovery.
Yeah, it looks like they're just waiting for stage pick right now. I do think, Joker's one of those characters that kind of likes every stage for very different reasons.
Yeah.
I do think Town City is a strong stage for Joker, but I think it's very volatile to go to a stage like Town City when we're fighting a character like NACE.
Yeah.
I think it might be better instead to look for something like Battlefield or small
battlefield or small battlefield, really wanting to find those drag down up airs into up smash or into up tilt for early percentages, and obviously up smash for kills. Really trying to find a platform stage that doesn't have as small side blast zones, but still has a good way for Joker to contest platforms and get as many confirms and kill confirms as he does.
Yes, absolutely. Joker is a very versatile character. He can kill off the top, he can kill off the side, he can kill off whatever he wants. He can play very campy, he can play very combo heavy. He can look for all-in reads, he can look for very consistent play. And it's really going to come down to how well Alex here can play with that, keeping in mind what the capabilities of like a character is. And obviously against NES, you want to play very kind of catch all. You don't want to overcommit because obviously you overcommit, you're going to take PK Thunder or PK Fire, side magnet back air.
Yeah.
Or if you're if you try to hard commit to a roll and read, and then you just get grabbed and back throw and you die 100. So I think overall it's really going to be determinant if he can play consistently and slowly.
Yeah. Obviously, side magnet doing a little bit less for the projectiles here. It does not do very well into gun. It also doesn't do very well into AHA. It does catch the AHA, but it only sucks in the initial hit, so it doesn't heal very much from it at all.
Yeah, and he can't really reflect gun either, which is very important to mention because it is a physical hit. It does count as physical. So despite working like a projectile, it has no reflector.
No projectile properties.
No projectile properties at all. The only thing it has is that it's really long range, which is, I guess, technically projectile property. But yeah, right there, he only recovers 1% from that.
Yep, AHA, it only does heal the initial percent of the AHA, not pulling in the total percent of what it would do to you over time. Obviously, having the Arsene online here, very, very scary. Such a good comeback mechanic. Obviously, you're getting your $5 worth out of this character.
Yeah. Right there, that was a really good advantage there right here. He's trying to catch the air dodge.
Great back air to try to catch the air dodge here. Controlling the space with the back air, not really wanting to give another opening here.
I think better option is that when we notice that Ness is going low like that for the... We need to get him attack there. When we see Ness going low for the air dodge upwards, we need to look for a down tilt instead. Or maybe even a down smash on the recovery.
Great downer to catch the opening there.
Yeah, right there. There's the roll.
So the roll out of the yo-yo.
There's the up tilt. Med trap scenario. Looking to get
good
self
F tilt. Poking off stage here. Both characters at a very volatile kill percent here. Trying to find another option. Dash tech is not enough.
Quite kill. If he gets a Rebels Guard here, he can look for to get a kill with Arsene. However, without Arsene, there's only so much that will kill, and there's this holding shield getting back thrown. All right, we can't be going for those kind of reads. There's the gun.
Gun to try to catch the recovery there. Not a very committal gun.
Right there, there's going to be another dash attack looking for burst.
So he went a little bit deeper that time with the gun.
We need to be. I think we really need to be looking for a down tilt on the ledge here to catch that recovery. This Ness is going to do it every time.
Trying to catch the 2-frame there.
Right there, this Ness hanging on by a string. Right there, that's going to be an Arsene
dash tech will be enough.
Will get the kill.
Will be enough. Again, only down 1 stock here. We will be going into another one of their characters. They will have a counter pick and stage counter pick above us here. Again, obviously Joker, a very volatile character. Not a lot of bad matchups. However, I would not be surprised to see a Greninja pick here. Obviously, Greninja having a little bit better of a matchup into Joker. Obviously, still not the greatest matchup. Obviously, Greninja being more of a tier character, while Joker obviously still is top 5 character in the game.
Right, but I mean, like, if you look at all the different aspects of what makes Greninja good and what makes Joker good, is Greninja can abuse Joker for a lot. You know, Greninja having probably the biggest burst range in the entire game, being really fast, can run underneath everything.
Also trying to catch that tether recovery with the back air at ledge, trying to catch the pull-up animation of the tether recovery with the back air at ledge. Obviously, it being a multi-hit does give him a little bit more time to call out something like that. Is a very volatile option off of the ledge. I would not be surprised to see an FD pick here as well, trying to cut off Joker's usage of platforms for drag downs and things of that nature.
Yeah, and I know that Greninja kind of ironically, has better combo routes into characters like Joker that are of a moderate rate. Weight. Now I know that characters that are floaty and light like Puff, Greninja does not have all that kind of combos and stuff. But with heavies, it's kind of weird because Greninja needs to kind of reset over and over in advantage state, which is good. Like Greninja can do that. But against characters like Joker, against characters like Lucina and Roy, Greninja has kind of like they're in that sweet spot where they get hit by a lot of combos, and they're not heavy enough to kind of like fall out of them, and they're light enough that they kind of die from them too. I know down tilt up smash being obscenely strong and a really good option against characters like Joker.
So especially catching both hits of that up smash does do a lot of damage for the character and is a very volatile kill option, as well as having great pressure on shield as well. It does poke through shields quite well because it has this sneaky little dish joint to it where when he swipes at the ground there's a little bit of water in front of his fingers that does do a little bit of a dish joint there, which can make it safe on shield in some matchups. I don't know about the Joker matchup as much, but it will have a little bit farther of a range.
I think it actually is safe on Joker's shield. Joker's natural out of shield options, although they are good, it is Fair and Nair. Nair does start behind Joker, and Fair, he has to jump for it, but it does hit straight in front of him. Joker being kind of a smaller character, against a character like Greninja, who's already going to be crouching from the down tilt. It's really kind of nasty to try to hit. Instead, your best option is just kind of reset and try to look for something else that way, or overcommit. And if you risk overcommitting, Greninja can just dash back and then down tilt you again on your recovery frames.
For sure. I really do feel that. I definitely get I would definitely see the Greninja matchup here, but we do have a lot of picks. We also still do have another character behind the Joker. This is not our last character.
But we are getting towards the end, so, I mean, when you're reaching this, like, latter half of the crew battle, it becomes even more, like, how many stocks can I take before I go down? And especially if you can reclaim this lead, getting counterpick for the very last character
can make the difference.
Like, it can make the difference. Especially in high stress scenarios, like, okay, we can lose this crew battle. It's literally last player versus last player. We need to know, hey, are we confident into this?
Yeah.
And
if
if
the
the opponent
the
is not,
Smashville pick here, they are going with the Mario into Joker.
now I do think that Mario does okay into Joker, but I do think Smashville helps the Joker a lot.
I feel like it favors Joker a little bit, especially with those moving platforms. Obviously, the big central platform does do a lot for Joker. He can control the space with the up air a little bit better than Mario can.
Well, that was an air dodge immediately into death.
Unfortunately, I see there.
I mean, that is kind of unfortunate, and that does happen. But, I mean, especially when we're fighting a character like Mario, you really don't want to give Mario any inches to, like, kind of move forward, because obviously, if you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. And right here, we're seeing it. He's getting so much good DI out, which is really important.
DI out, not getting hit by that forward air. Going for the grab out of shield, not the best option against Mario.
Right now, Mario at 100, Joker at 110. That's death. Oh wait, no, he had his jump. I thought he got his jump. But even still, we're off stage yet again.
Has
Mario's
double jump.
doing
Mario
Nair,
Nair
and yeah,
does
that's it.
catch it out.
And now George Mason sitting at a much more comfortable 6 stocks to Manchester's 3.
Yeah.
Whoever goes in next has to be confident in either 3 stocking this guy or 2 stocking both this guy and his opponent.
Yeah. Really have to be a confident game here. We will be sending in our last player. Obviously, we know that they do have the Mario up, but we also have to be worried about what they have in the back as well if we do make the comeback, because we do still have to play around the final character that they will have, because they will have counterpick into us.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I mean, furthermore, it's not like oh well, they can counterpick with characters like Clam or DDD or these really not great meta characters. We're talking characters like Sephiroth, characters like Greninja. These characters are meta prominent and they have good matchups into us. So whoever goes in has to be ready to expect they could choose a bad matchup for me, and I have to know how to fight that.
We are going with the Caden pick here. We are going with the Pit. I'd be interested to see what Pit we are playing. We are going with the traditional Pit here. I don't think the Dark Pit is a bad choice in the matchup either. However, I do think that the Pit does cover a little bit more matchups for the long go.
Yeah, I would agree. And furthermore, Dark Pit does do much better into characters that kind of have to recover from a higher positions.
Yeah.
Good lord. Excuse me. Dark Pit, is better at covering characters that have to kind of go high and then recover slowly downwards. Pit is able to recover fight characters that are have lower recovery range, more range. He can react a bit better with his arrow. The caveat with that is that he has a bit weaker of a side B, killing off the side more so than the top, or
killing off the top more so than the side.
Killing off the top more, which is fine on certain stages, but
DJ run that back.
If you kill it off the top, in general, that is a weaker kill option than killing off the side, traditionally speaking.
Also, Dark Pit does have a little bit better of armor on his side B. It does have a little bit bigger of a hitbox, which does give it a little bit better of a forgetful reflective property, but it does come up.
Occasionally, it does. I'm not gonna lie, I barely understand the difference between the two characters. Even from the perspective of someone who has projectiles, I feel like Pit and Dark Pit share kind of the same place where most of the matchups where it actually makes a difference which one you play traditionally don't affect it even that much.
Yeah.
It's just I have to keep in mind of this thing.
It's a convenience thing. That's definitely a convenience thing for any of the matchups where you want to select a Pit or a Dark Pit in the matchup.
Yeah, but it looks like we are selecting.
We are
our
just
stage
waiting
right
on a
now.
stage pick right now. I believe we'll be going into
Mario.
We'll be going into Mario. Obviously, maybe not wanting to give him a lot of platforms.
Well, the Mario is the one banning, so ideally, we're going to small battlefield. It looks like, which I don't really disagree with.
I don't disagree with, but I don't love the platforms being so close to the ledge, especially small battlefield. Having a little bit smaller of a side hitbox or a side KO box will lead to maybe a little bit earlier kills, especially off of something like the top.
Yeah, and I mean, kind of to add on to that, Pit does like a lot of platforms in his gameplay. I think a game a stage like PS2 could be even better if we were to get that. But obviously, if we go to small battlefield here, as you said, there is the risk of dying off the side really prominently. The platforms are really close. He can do up air, fair if we aren't DIing that correctly. So it's all going to kind of come down to how we DI his options and what aversions to combos he has, which we know that he doesn't have extremely optimized combos, but he does try to maintain advantage with dash back F smashes.
Really trying to maintain that advantage state. Having a lot of burst options with the neutral air out of shield. Again, controlling the space a lot with the neutral air and the arrow. Really trying to force out an option here. The down air.
Right now, Mario trying to follow it all up with a back air. Not going to be able to get it.
Say going low here. The Nair does stuff out the recovery.
Yep,
that
that
won't
is
be enough because of the cape.
I'm actually surprised. I'm pretty sure Super Armor does block the reflective properties typically, so I'm surprised to see that actually worked right there.
However, Cape does beat it out because Pit only gains Super Armor on himself.
On himself? Okay, that makes a lot more sense, but right there is Zero that's clean from the Mario. This is a dire situation for Manchester University.
Dire situation, really trying to play as safe as we can here, trying to get maybe another early kill. Misses the down air, going for an F smash at ledge.
Right there, catching the orbitals right there with Pit's feet, who do sink below the orbitals below the shields, making it harder to kind of play around that. And we are I don't really like putting ourselves on the ledge against Mario. Mario can safely poke us in a lot of scenarios, and putting ourselves in that situation makes it really difficult.
Again, trying to go low here, really not wanting to get caught out by any of those options. Playing so well at the ledge here, really trying to get off. Trying to get back to a neutral state here, not wanting to play in a disadvantaged state. Looking for a back air connection here. Does run up with the grab. Will the forward air. Oh.
Mario trying to look for an edge guard right here. Not going to be able to find it. But that's going to be a back air. That is without a doubt the last stock. And George Mason is ending it off with a 3 stock. So, I mean, very well played from George Mason. I just feel like they were just playing out of their mind that today.
They really played a very good game against the neutral state here. They pushed their advantage state so well in so many matchups, especially with the Mario, the Falcon, their NACE. They played such a good advantage state that they had. They really pushed it. Even not having, like, let's say, for example, we weren't seeing, like, the wild combos that you see on, like, post my Mario combo on Twitter. We were seeing really good, fundamentally, like, strong advantage state Mario there, really covering so many options, going off for trying to catch a recovery and then forcing them to roll off of ledge like a panic, but catching with the down smash. We saw that a lot of him trying to get them to panic a ledge option because of something that he's doing and getting a dash back forward smash, which we saw, as well as the down smash to catch the roll.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, that was a really hard game coming from Manchester, trying to be able to play against these guys. Every single one of them played very well. Falcon was a menace on that ledge. Ness, I mean, obscenely really optimized combos. I will say
really
those
optimized
PK fires, the magnets.
So the side magnet combos were very prevalent, especially in this game. Were very devastating as well. We saw at least 3 or 4 kills in one singular interaction with that. It was very devastating. Obviously, Reflector having that weird, funky property of kind of cutting out a little bit of landing lag of those aerials, making those kills so much more possible, did lead to a lot of them pushing their advantage state to a level that, honestly, we were kind of struggling dealing with.
Yeah, absolutely. And even then, when we had players like Corbin and AJ in who were playing very strong neutrals, we noticed that we had advantage state, and a lot of times that they were able to get all out of disadvantage once, and then boom 60, boom 80, even more damage, and that came from so many different sources of did we make a mistake? Sometimes we didn't really make a mistake. We just did an option that was a comfort option, and they were right there. They were ready to punish it immediately.
I would say we saw that a lot. We saw that especially in the Palutena matchup with the Nest. Obviously, Palutena having a good matchup, but however, we were getting caught out by those early back air kills just because we were trying to play more of a comfort option closer to that ledge, which did end up having us get caught by some of those stronger moves like the back air and those side reflector combos.
Yeah, we're going to actually go into an interview right now with one of our players. So, Oh, I thought he was in here to do an interview. Never mind. He was just coming in to ask if we wanted to do an interview.
Maybe go get one of his boys.
So yeah, it looks like we're.
Looks like we are maybe getting an interview, maybe not.
I'm pretty sure we're going to do an interview here.
We might. However, we do have a.
Kane,
I like
question
the. I like the question marks from the man in the booth here.
Does it look like we're doing a double interview?
Triple?
Triple? Hold on. Who are we interviewing? Spencer and Alex? Okay. So, I mean, we'll just go ahead and have you guys sit between us, I guess.
I got Spencer next to Matt.
Yep. So. I love this guy. I love this guy here. We're going to have to hope. Oh, God. All right. Try to get 4 Smash players on a couch.
It's
I
possible.
am not on the screen.
Scoot a little bit closer.
We're gonna need to scoot you guys a little bit this way.
There we go.
All right, there we
Perfect.
are. Okay. So I guess kind of like start off this interview. You know, I know you guys were kind of preparing for this team a bit. Were you surprised by the strength of their players? I know you guys were expecting the Falcon to be one of their strongest players, but were you guys surprised by the NES or the what was the other player? Mario. To kind of make as much of a showing as they did.
The Mario, yeah, I feel like he got a lot better between the 2 games. He played it pretty well against me first game, but he really amped up his game. The second game definitely.
The Ness was doing Ness things. And then against Corbin or Sejan, bro hit what? Side B, magnet, side B down air.
Yeah,
Just killed him. I was like,
ridiculous.
oh my gosh. And they're like, all right, Alex, do you get in the Ness game too? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I'll go to the Ness.
You got him.
I got him.
You got him. You got him.
Definitely the Mario was easily my problem.
Yeah.
And Caden's problem. It was just our whole team's problem. I don't think any of us. I think that's the biggest problem was Mario, because as much as we could also say, we have we could expect the skill of players. None of us are really good in the Mario, and so that Mario being good on top of that, it's just
Yeah, we
So
don't get a
it's
lot of
hard.
Mario practice either, though.
No.
What I would say, definitely what we saw was we saw that their Mario was really playing their advantage state to a degree that was really kind of catching out some of more panic ledge options. We saw a lot of roll catches, a lot of jump catches from ledge, but we were also seeing them play more of a fundamental Mario. They weren't really going for those crazy Twitter combo up air
Yeah,
strings.
no.
Yeah, a little bit of that, but I definitely agree he was not doing it. Or they weren't doing nearly as much as they could have.
Yeah.
Up air, drop to plat, and just hold forward smash.
Yeah, especially with Caden too. I don't know what the pit Mario matchup looks like, but I mean he can just cape Caden's major recoveries. He can do side B. I don't know if he can do up B, but it wouldn't surprise me if he could.
He can cape the up B. However, it doesn't. It does do something, but it also doesn't do as much as the side B. However, we
Okay.
did see the devastating cape on the side B there.
Yeah, that hurt for sure.
Obviously, Pitt not having the super armor on the yo-yo and only himself means that if he gets caught by the cape, he goes flying.
Yeah.
Right.
I was trying to keep into account what the Mario's habits were, and it was just the second I SD'd at 17%. I knew I should have banned Smashville because I like to air dodge off stage because nobody's going to contest my tether grab off stage. And then I just kind of died, and I was like, oh, right, I can't do this on this map. And
But also-
so, even Corbin said, my mental just flew out the door the second that happened. And, yeah, I'd agree, my mental just blew up. I just stopped playing the game when that happened.
Yeah,
I felt
we did see some frustration, especially in the player camps. We saw, especially in those more difficult matchups, we did see a little bit of frustration there. Is there anything that you guys plan to do in the future when we run back into this team, or when we run into maybe some of similar characters?
We definitely think we're going to run into them into finals for sure, or semifinal, or at some point before that. Definitely going to run into them. Corbin talked about. He talked about poor ledge options. He talked about big panic options and all that. Just working on that kind of stuff. He said he thinks that really if we work on what we do when we're panicking around ledge, he thinks that we can really we can take him on again and win in finals.
Yeah, I definitely think so as well. I definitely think it was maybe just them getting too much mileage out of an Evander State, but I think that things like that, you know, obviously we cut out a panic option, then, you know, that Mario down smash for a roll option is punish and not a kill.
I'm about to do it. Grimbo does. I'm about to just put on some relaxing jazz and circle camp for 7 minutes.
Hey, that's what if in a crew battle setting you can't be timed out. So you know, like if you gotta play like that, you gotta play like that.
Genuinely, I think if I would have circle camped that Mario, I think I'd at least taken a stock. I feel like Caden was just had a lot of stress on him for 6 stocks. I think he could have easily taken the next guy if I would have been able to take Mario.
So I do want to mention, you know, we are getting close to our A-team game. So I want to thank you guys for
of course, thank you.
For coming in for this interview. And both TJ and I are going to be circling out. We are going to be getting Ali and Augment on the commentary coming in. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to sign off right now. My name is Matthew, also known as Grimbo.
I'm Thomas, also TJ.
I'm Spencer, aka Spanky Poo.
Alex, aka Damon.
I miss your old tag. Founding Father, that was a
Such a
that was a
Oh,
banger.
okay.
Banger
It's
tag.
changing. Before we go, it is changing. Someone's made the argument that I should change it to Declaration, and I'm like,
Okay.
he signed a declaration. It goes hard, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe. And I've kind of like teetered with the name, and Ducks even said that they like it. Maybe. Who knows?
Anyway,
we might see that name change.
But with that being said,
We are going to swap out commentators here, and we are going to swap out to an 18 game. We are watching their NACE Week 7, I believe.
Not 7. We haven't played
6.
that many.
It's
6.
6.
It's NACE Week 6.
No, not 6 either.
What?
It's
Wait.
not
Oh, wait.
6.
That's Gleck. This is NACE Week
5.
5.
It's 5.
5.
We've lost 3. We've
Five.
won 1.
Yeah, tune in
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Dude, if I got to practice. What are you doing? I got to practice.
Get out.
Get out of here.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much for
we got-
watching.
we
We're
got-
signing off.
We got the moms in the chat. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
Should I just put it on break
Say
or
we'll
what?
be back. Yeah, just put it on BRB.
Put it on end stream.
Why put it on end stream?
Because show the studio lines.
Can you do the update?
it.
Yeah. Can you do the stream on
Yeah.
BRB.
I usually run stream right now, so you should go.
BRB.